Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Orion here, back at it again with another video. And so far, I've been doing okay over the last few days, being in quarantine and all this shit. And I mean, things haven't gotten necessarily too bad, but also not great. The US has obviously had a major spike in people that have contracted the virus and all that stuff. And there was also over the news that I heard that the first 18-year-old or a teenager had died from the virus, which is pretty shocking because I mean, like most people know that the virus doesn't necessarily like kill teenagers, the majority of the people that were actually getting the virus and actually, faced death or certain situations like that were mostly, old people in their 60s, and it wasn't teenagers. But this was the first case that was, just announced, which is, got lots of people scared. And I mean, this should be expected, right? It's obvious that, this virus, isn't gonna like not gonna we're not gonna be immune to it. I'm talking about teenagers, by the way. It's not like that was ever gonna happen. I mean, it was gonna happen at some point, but I don't want to get into that whole business. What I really want to talk about today is, of course, the coronavirus again, but this is gonna be a little bit of a rant. So I mean, yeah, get your cold glasses of. So recently, over like social media and stuff, there has just been lots of, news and even rumors about really just the virus. And it's literally all over the TV. Like, I kid you not, I can just change to any news station. It's always on there. They can be bringing up the traffic, and, then they bring up the fact that, oh, there's not a lot of traffic because of the coronavirus, and, people aren't going to work and all that stuff, including the weather, all this shit. And obviously, it's to be expected that obviously this should be on the news. This is, I mean, a global pandemic, obviously. But I mean, if I'm being honest, the coronavirus has gotten just so fucking cringy. I mean, not necessarily the virus, but like just the news and everything just surrounding it. I mean, I've heard literally like articles just going on Google, I'm minding my own business, probably just looking at like videos on games or something, I'm shopping for video games because obviously I gotta entertain myself somehow, I'm not the type of person to read a book, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather play video games. So I've been doing that, and then I came across an article, and it also came with a video that just talked about all this shit about how the government is behind this, all these conspiracy theories, and how this is like, I guess, a sort of new type of like war. Instead of, sending out troops getting killed, it's actually kind of like a, I don't know, it's some kind of biological warfare. I don't know. And I mean, I buy it, but I mean, I think it's just too far fetched. I mean, you could believe whatever you want to believe. If you believe these conspiracy theories, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe right, maybe wrong. I don't really care. I don't give a shit. I don't think the majority of people do. And so, I think that's pretty cringy, not gonna lie. And then there's all this shit on Facebook, which is, fake rumors about really just types of way to get, off the virus, get it away from you, how to be immune from it, all this type of shit. And it's caused a bunch of problems. Like some people have even like bathed themselves in chlorine and bleach. And that's one of the rumors that I did hear on Facebook. Well, at least I've heard about it on a news article, and that's got to be pretty messed up. I mean, for the people that obviously do read these things online and social media and actually believe them, it's crazy. I mean, you're reading stuff off social media, and I mean, don't get me wrong, if you were to find this like on Google or some other, news site or something, well, anyways, now that I think about it, I don't even think it's going to be on a news site, more like an article. You should be a little bit more cautious when actually reading these types of things. I mean, I shouldn't be the one telling you. I think you guys should really know yourselves. And so, like I said, that obviously, if you were to fall in these types of things, obviously some maybe being real, there's a very small chance that they're real, but if they are, whatever. So, I mean, that it's whatever. But one thing that I just can't get off my mind, and really just how cringy this whole thing is the celebrities, all right? With the whole coronavirus being, a big talk in the world, obviously it was a matter of fact that celebrities would talk about this, all right? And so one big thing that I just honestly, it's a huge cringe mess, all right? That's just my personal view. If you find this, I guess, it's inspirational. God, I can't talk today because of the whole quarantine shit and, just being alone. But anyways, besides that, okay, so basically over social media, these celebrities, and it ranged from really just singers to movie stars and all this. They were basically going on like Instagram and I guess Facebook, just sharing a song that I'm pretty sure is very well known, and honestly, it's a very beautiful song in my opinion. But if we're being honest, it is just the most cliche song to really just be singing at this moment. And if you guys don't know, I'm talking about Imagine by John Lennon, which, a bunch of celebrities have been singing it. I'm not sure if they have still continued to sing it or maybe. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
No hell below us.
Above us only sky. Imagine all the people
living for today. Yeah.
Are singing other songs. I'm not sure. But this honestly is just cringe. I mean, think what you want. If you think this is inspirational, helping you relieve the time or taking off stress, making everyone feel together like if we're in this, because I mean, we are. We're a human race, and obviously we're in this together, all right? But I think it's just so fucking cringy that these celebrities, they can do obviously other stuff. They can donate or do something. But no, they're going on social media and staying relevant by doing this type of cringy shit. And like I said, if you're okay with that and you don't find it cringy, that's alright. That's just your personal opinion. But I find that very fucking cringy. And so, continuing on this whole tirade of the celebrities being involved with this whole pandemic, something that is just so stupid is that these celebrities have also been posting on like their Instagram stories to tell people to stay home, stay quarantined, don't go outside because obviously you can spread the virus or you can get contaminated. Which, alright, you're trying to alert people because I mean, obviously these celebrities have millions of followers, so obviously that will get the message around. But I'm pretty sure the majority of the people already know what to do in these types of situations. I mean, most of the US has at least gone down, told all its cities have told people to stay home, stay quarantined. Pretty sure all of the world knows what's going on now. However, I think that these celebrities don't necessarily know in reality what the majority of the people are. The majority of the people aren't celebrities, aren't millionaires that can just stay in their penthouses, in their mansions, and not give a fuck about, whether or not they're gonna have enough money to pay rent, to buy the basic necessities. And that's just very, very crummy. All right. Obviously, I'm not going to hate on these celebrities because, they're just trying to get the message out. But come on. I mean, they at least got to know reality. Obviously, these people, these normal people, they aren't going to, magically have money to pay all of these stuff. Obviously, they got to get their asses, go to work and just really just live. All right. They're trying to live. They're not out here, wiping their asses with $100 of bills because these celebrities don't necessarily need to do anything. They can stay home, they can stay quarantined. Obviously, they'll be able to live. And if you thought celebrities were by far the cringiest, well, you got another thing coming because it was way overdue before, TikTokers were going to start making this coronavirus thing a little bit funny, I guess, if you can even call TikTok funny. And so basically, I'm not going to go into a whole tirade about what TikTok is. I'm pretty sure all of you by now know what it is. It's basically this sort of like social media thing where you just post like, what is it, little short clips of you dancing or just making stupid jokes. And so, obviously, like I said, it was way overdue until, TikTok and a bunch of other TikTokers were just going to make all this cringy stuff on the platform and just make fun of the whole coronavirus and the fact that people are overreacting, I guess, if you can even say that at this point. And one basic thing that I mean most people should know is that it's a pandemic. It's big. This thing is global. You're not necessarily safe from it unless I don't know, maybe you dig in a hole into the ground and I guess you make a bunker and hide there. But I mean, that's a little bit too far fetched, all right? And so, really, one thing that I want to point out from the whole TikTok situation and why I just find it so cringy and stupid is because there was this one TikToker that made a TikTok where she basically filmed herself licking the toilet seat in an airplane, which, obviously, I'm pretty sure the airplane was disinfected and cleaned. And she also went on to mention how she did, in fact, clean it before making the whole TikTok. But the majority of the people aren't going to think this is something that you did, all right? They're just going to think that, oh, you did the TikTok, you got your clout, whatever. But if we're being honest, this just shouldn't happen. This is by far the stupidest thing someone could do. And especially, if you're doing it on an airplane, which is where, a bunch of people are on. And so, like I said, the majority of the people know that this is obviously something bad. And a small portion of people think this is a joke. And, this TikToker is basically trying to show the people that we are, in fact, overreacting. But if we're being honest, this is just for clout. I mean, picture this. If she were to be doing this type of shit way before the coronavirus was even, found out about, before it was this whole pandemic, if we're being honest, she wouldn't have done this type of shit. Now that the coronavirus is big news and it's all over the internet, it's obvious she would be doing this for clout. And, if you're going to be doing this type of shit for clout, go ahead. Obviously you're going to get some hate, but, whatever. I mean, obviously I hate people that just do this type of stupid shit just for clout. But if you're just there to chase the bag, go ahead, chase it. No one's necessarily going to stop you. And besides her, there have been many other TikTokers on the site that have just made their own sort of jokes and try to make this whole situation feel a little bit less funny. I mean, a little bit more funny, a little bit less serious, and all this type of shit. And you know what? If you're into that sort of thing, where this whole thing has just gotten way too crazy, way too serious, and you want to find a way to, I guess, make this situation feel a little bit light and, as not take the whole thing too serious, that's fine. I'm not necessarily gonna judge you, but if you're the type of person that's just gonna do this for clout, you've got another thing coming, all right? And so, besides that, TikTokers aren't really necessarily the worst that are making this whole situation feel a little bit more just cringy. It goes way beyond that, because I've recently read an article about a woman who coughed on $35,000 worth of food on purpose and later got arrested. And you know what? God, why are people so stupid? Why would someone just do that? If it was, by accident, maybe she coughed, and couldn't close her mouth or didn't know how to react, that's fine. Obviously there was going to be some charges, or maybe, I don't know, something would have happened. But she did it on purpose. And that just makes me question, when is this going to stop? When are people going to find their brains, use all their brain cells? I mean, if we're being honest, the type of people that do this kind of shit don't even have that many brain cells to begin with. But come on. Why? Why is this the type of shit that has to be written articles about? Why not people, I don't know, doing better shit than this? Necessarily, off the top of my head, I can't name, what types of things the average person can do. But please, just stop doing this type of shit. And you know what? If it sounds like I've been just covering a bunch of random stuff and gotten really out of touch of what I necessarily was going to talk about, that's because this is a rant. This is just me getting stuff off my chest that I just really wanted to talk about. And, now that I have talked about those things, I think I feel a little bit better about myself. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys, really did care about this rant, I would really appreciate it if you guys left a like on this video. And yeah, there's really not much to talk about, so that's gonna be it. I'm out. Peace.
The truth.